What's up, everyone? Stumbles here, and we are back with Retro Rewind. We have finished the tutorial, and here we are at Tape It or Leave It. We are ready to get going. Let's get into our store. I did a little rearranging kind of when we ended the last episode because I had movies everywhere. It was kind of a royal pain. So we've got our adult section, drama, horror. Right now, this could probably be rearranged a little bit better. So, like, we could take... How do I even move? I don't remember. Nope. V? Yeah, this is a move tool. So, we're going to take our drama here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually rotate this like that. And we're going to move this one. Also rotate it like so. So we've got a couple there, and because, adult movies are not supposed to be visible to the kiddos, we want to, even though I haven't seen any kiddos in this game, we want to be cognizant of that. So we're going to face them against the back wall, right? We're going to be true professionals here. And then we've got our horror movies that we're just going to shift these guys down to right about, I don't know. I'm feeling like that, maybe. I don't need to overanalyze it. Let's put that there. Cool. All right. And we still have movies that we need to return. So we're going to take care of that real quick. It's all the new releases. And I remember from back in the day, new releases had a shorter time frame for when they needed to be brought back. I think it was like 2 days for new releases versus like your regular releases. I think were 5 days or something along those lines. I honestly don't remember. I'm going off of just in general, my memories of those days. And it was a very long time ago, which, kind of shows my age a little bit. We have a lot of movies still, and I need another shelf, but we don't have another shelf, and I kind of need to keep that one. We're going to throw down all the ones that, oh, nope, I needed that one. Get that one back. We're going to throw that one down, that one. Okay, so now all we've got is those. We're going to take a couple of these guys away. We're going to put Bad Dreams with Melrose on there because, those are currently our new releases. So we got to prioritize those getting on the shelves. We still got a ton of returns left. Jeez. And now we got the phone ringing. This is the beauty of the modern day is, you can kind of just, I don't know. You don't have to deal with the phone as much. People can do this stuff online. We should probably answer that. Let's go answer that. Let's see. What we got here? Hey, I'm calling to ask if someone has found a green wallet in the store. I lost it, and I have no idea where it is. No. I haven't found a green wallet. Have you guys seen a green wallet? I haven't seen a green wallet, so not too worried about that. We probably have space on our shelves for drama. We have a space on our shelf for drama. Well, we're not going to worry about that right this second. We're going to throw all of these on our floor back here because, again, I went rogue and bought too many movies. So we've got one reserved. I think we're good on all of that stuff. It did say something about us now able to do like snacks and decorations, but I've got a whopping $35 and we need $50 to repair our slushy machine, and I need $75 for a nether shelf. So, we're kind of in a crap situation. Let's take a look at our calendar real quick. It is Wednesday, nothing special happening there, and we have nothing going on back here. All right, well, let's open up our store and get crack-a-lackin'. We can hand out some flyers. I don't know that I really care to do that all that much. Here you go. You want a cracker? I don't know why I was going to say a cracker. You want a flyer? Wow. Everyone take a flyer. You take a flyer. I take a flyer. You take a flyer. You get a flyer. Oh, you're already coming. Who else? Anybody want a flyer? You want a flyer? You already got a flyer. You're already coming on the way. What do you got? You want a flyer? You want a flyer? Yep, I knew you wanted a flyer. All right, flyer's taken care of. Easy there, lady. Don't be showing me your hindsight like that. All right, here we go. So, ooh, she's renting an adult movie. You feisty one, you. Let's see, $4. So, speaking of adult films, I don't know why I thought of this with an adult film, but when I worked at Hollywood Video, I had a couple of romantic moments or love endeavors, if you will. It was neat. None of them ended well. They all actually ended very badly. So we'll talk a little bit about each one of those moments as we go through this. We have finished the tutorial according to the opening screen there, so we'll see if that kind of messes me up along the way. And we've got $4 here. So the one that really kind of stands out to me is, you know, I have a unique first name, and, you know, I don't typically share it, but the benefit of working, you know, in a retail environment back then is I had to wear a name tag. And because I have a name tag, I had, you know, my name displayed, and this, oftentimes it was a good conversation starter. And I had specifically, you know, been helping this one girl. She'd come in regularly with her mom, and I remember there was this one time where she asked me out, which I thought was interesting. But I mean, I didn't say no, because her and her mom were, I mean, they were both a looker. Actually, she had a sister too that was also a looker, and that was something. So anyways, she asked me out. We went out, we dated for a little bit. We were at her house one time, having dinner or something like that. And her mom had said to me, "I wish my boyfriend was hot." And I was like, what? And sure enough, I don't know which one she said she had reserved. I think you said this one. Ooh. I hope that's it. And she looked at me like dead serious. And she was not like, she wasn't married. She didn't have a lot going on for her. Like, she wasn't good with relationships. And I kind of just look at my girlfriend, and I'm like, because she was my girlfriend at this point, and I was like, what? And then she says, if you were any bit older, you would be with me instead. Just like, okay. I mean, I wasn't complaining. I was a young dude who was essentially being hit on by an older woman, and I just thought it was truly hilarious. Anyways, I was a nice guy at that age, which means, you know, nice guys at that age were typically, in my opinion, nice guys when we are a little more, I guess, less confident, and gullible, and maybe just, you know, don't really put our foot down and can be taken advantage of, yada yada yada. And a lot of that definitely did occur. You know, I caught her like cheating on me, and yeah, it wasn't the best of scenarios. Okay, Cars something or other, I don't know what that said. The Cars Last Heartbeat. So we've got that one on reserve. Cool. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the stories. I met her, you know, I actually thought her sister was way prettier, but her sister was older than me, and she had a boyfriend, and she, I guess, didn't feel the same. So, and I was a nice guy, so, you know, that doesn't typically go well. And this girl right here is hitting on me. Hey, Sugar Buns, surprise me with an adult movie. I'm easy. I can't. We don't have any adult movies in stock. Let me see if we've got one over here. Is this an adult movie? It is not. I mean, I'm easy, she says. I don't know that we can help her because we don't have any in stock. I could buy another one, I think. yeah, we're going to have to probably just tell her that she's out of luck. And while she may be easy, we don't have one. So there is that. Yeah. So, I mean, it was a fun time. One thing about that whole relationship was that she was a Raiders fan and I am a Broncos fan. And that did not go well on Sundays. Like, it was pretty terrible going over to her house or her family's house on a Sunday to watch a football game, because at the time also my Broncos were much better than her Raiders. So yeah, when we would win, it just wasn't good for the relationship, to say the least. And I always thought I was going to walk out of there dead, to be quite frank. Yeah. So we're cruising right along here in our video store. I know I've been rambling on about this one experience at the video store, and I hope you guys enjoy the stories. There's more. I have more, but I don't want to give them all away as we go through this. One story per episode is going to be the limit. She reserved a movie called My Plant Never Called. Well, neither did she. I'm just kidding. She actually did stop calling because she found someone else. So yeah, there is that. I mean, it was a good relationship. I don't think it ever got very far. Again, I was a scrawny little dweeb that just, was out of high school, and she was good looking. I had no confidence for the most part, and yeah. And I was kind of a jealous type at that time in my life. Not really anymore, but not at all anymore. But she was, back then was not a good time for me to be in a relationship with anyone, because I was not good at that at that time. I was young, right? I was a dude also. So, many factors went into all of that. We got some more movies to return. We're at the end of the day, it looks like. And I'm pretty sure we had reserved movies that didn't get picked up. I don't know how that works. Do I just hold them indefinitely? Seems not like a great idea. Oh, that one goes here. Yes, there we go. All right, we do have, again, quite a few movies. We can buy another shelf, which I think is kind of needs to happen. And part of me thinks we should go with a bigger shelf. And my thinking is, what's the difference between this one and this one? Just more rows? Ooh, we could buy a new release shelf. That's actually probably not a terrible idea. We can afford that later on. Right now, our problem is we need shelving to hold more movies in general. And I kind of want to buy this one for $125. I don't know. Let's go with the 6-row one that's $150. I don't know why I decided to do that, but we're going to buy this one instead. And we're going to rotate. Oh man, it's so tall. We'll put this one like right there. And maybe it'll be mixed. I don't know. Just going to grab a bunch of movies here. We have a lot in stock, so we can go horror. Maybe it's like it is mixed. Let's say it's got one, I think it's 6 shelves, so we could do the bottom half as drama. So we'll go drama down here, we'll go horror up top. Yeah, I think I like that idea. It's not a terrible strategy, and we can get more of our movies out on the floor, because right now we don't have a ton of movies on the floor, and we bought too many movies. So, there's that whole thing. That one goes over here. I think we're going to be able to stock up everything. And I keep throwing these movies back on the ground. All right, we got 10 more horror, and we got plenty of space on our horror shelves. I will say that I became so anal retentive about the way my shelves would be when I worked in the store. Like, everything had to be perfectly organized. It's like in this scenario, we want it to be just all nicely aligned. We need more adult movies because those seem to go pretty quick. And I think we can only buy them from the sketchy dude. Let's look at the market. A Sad Chicken Dreams. We could buy Sad Chicken Dreams for $11. What else can we get here? You can just buy random movies, which I think is kind of cool. Does it make sense for us to get more new releases? I don't think so. I'm not going to do that right now. Let's call this a day. We got our next shelf, which is great for us. So close her up. We made $164, but we're broke again because I bought a new shelf. So, you know, just keep it going. And now we've unlocked science fiction. So we have a new movie genre. That's pretty cool. Which means more shelves, which are the most expensive thing, which is probably the most difficult thing for me to handle at the moment because I don't have the money for more shelving. And do I have enough money to fix the slushy machine? I mean, that's more money in our pocket if we can fix it. We can repair the slushy machine. We have $3.50. I don't know if that was a wise choice, young ones, but we're going to do it. And we got all of our new releases back here, so we need to get those on the shelves. Those are priority. Reserved. Someone reserved it. I'm surprised that actually hasn't happened more, considering it's a new release. And we're going to take this one, this one, this one, and we're going to start stocking up our new releases here. Another phone call. Sweet. There's 5 of those up there, and that's all we bought, I think. So, how is it possible to reserve the Outsider's Last Melody? I think so. Let me see. Looks like we can reserve that for you. So we'll put that on our reserve shelf, and we can stock up the rest of our horror films there. And let's continue checking in. Let's get the rest of these movies checked in, and then we'll open up. Oh, no. I was in the middle of doing our returns, and we've got a broken return. Some customers return their rentals in a broke state. Unfortunately, damaged movies must be thrown in the trash. The system automatically adds a broken fee to the customer's membership ID. During their next purchase, the checkout computer will flag. That's assuming they even come back. Oh, man. Put the broken movie in the trash can located under the counter beneath the slushy machine. Well, ain't that some crap? Well, one movie down. That's fine, because we have overflowing shelves anyways. So we need to put Wash My Bodybuilder on the shelf. Oh, man. Some of the names of these are pretty great. I do like it. And then we've got one more drama, and all of our shelves are looking pretty solid. I would like this one because it's kind of facing... it's a bigger shelf. I kind of want this to be full more so. And we have our slushy machine here now, so I don't know how this is going to work, but to use the slushy machine, so we've just got different flavors here. We got a cup. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to open up. We're going to grab a few of these flyers, 5 to be specific, and see if we can hand some out real quick. We've got this gentleman here. You want a flyer? Yep, you sure do. Anybody else? Anybody else? You want a flyer? You want a flyer? No, you don't want it. You want a flyer? No. Everyone's already coming to the store. I'm going to start throwing flyers at people if they're not like new. Do you want a flyer? You do want a flyer. Flyer? Flyer. Anybody want a flyer? Flyer. No, not you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Here's a flyer. Here's a flyer. Here's a flyer. Everybody got a flyer. Blah, blah, blah. You know that whole auctioneer nonsense. Yes, you get a flyer. Sweet. I'm done handing out flyers. Now, we've got a customer with a question. So, dude, you reserved my bad dreams on Melrose. Here you go. All right, let's get these people rung up. And we got, you're renting an adult movie, are you? Well then. And a new release. You're going to have quite the evening, I see. Enjoy. Don't look back at me like that, you freak. All right, let's get some more movies out this door. This guy looks like he's about to go work out, so enjoy. And just like that, all of our adult movies are flying off the shelves. So clearly there's a market for it, and we should take advantage of that. So any chance we get, we're gonna buy some of those. All right, homeboy here, he's got the reserve movie and I think an adult movie there. Yeah, he sure does. All right, sir. We got lots of pervy people. I guess it's not really pervy. You do you. No judgment. Money Boxing. It's probably the most normal sounding movie that I have seen thus far. We've got plenty of movies being returned again, so let's stay on top of this. No one has asked for a slushy yet, which is a little disappointing because we spent a chunk of our money on slushies. So that's kind of annoying. Oh, calm down. Calm down. We got to answer the phone. All right, what we got here? Hey, it's me, the tape dealer. I robbed a house last night and found a few movies I think you'd like. I'll drop them off in your store's backdrop box. Okay, great. Oh, what a shady son of a gun. I have the movie Cars Last Heartbeat. All right. There you go. We got ourselves a new looking customer here. Wearing a little trench coat or something to that effect. Let's put some of these movies away. Put that up there. Let's put this down here. Sweet. Let's go see what the shady dude dropped off. We've got a few different ones here. What are these green ones? Science fiction. We do need to play some science fiction. I like it. Yeah, don't copy what I'm saying. I need to stock up some shelves. I need you people to wait a moment. I'm going to put some science fiction on this adult rack because, I mean, I don't know where else to put it. And I want us taking advantage of a new movie type that needs to go out. Sweet. All right, let's see what she wants before we help anybody else. I can't afford a telescope, so I guess I will settle for a science fiction movie. Okay. Well, good news. I've got one for you. I'm just going to give you this one. And we're going to help out this guy here. Sweet. Looks like a little doctor or something. Oh, you want a slushy? What kind of slushy? I don't know what kind of slushy you want. Did you specify? Oh, cherry. I'm an idiot. All right, he wants a cherry slushy. So we're gonna. How do I do this? Okay. Cherry slushy. I don't know what I'm doing. Cherry slushy. There you go. And that was a little different. I'm not sure if I did that right, but you know, whatever. Old timer over there needs some help, but he's gonna have to wait a moment. And sweet. Yeah, we got a bit of a line forming, so we need to clear some of these folks out. And then we'll get help from this gentleman here. $1. There you go. What do you want, sir? You have a reserved copy of Outsider's Last Melody, which is this one. There you go. Sweet. Let's get some of these out of here. We've got a science fiction movie going out the door. Our first science fiction movie rental. And $5 change. Sweet. And you are knocking out both of our science fiction movies. I don't know if we'll have any left after that. But that's all right. I hear sirens, but I don't know if those sirens are meant for anything going on around here. Maybe it's the shady movie dealer. By the way, if you guys like that you see with, you know, the whole vibe that I bring to the channel and the games that I play, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It does me a lot. It helps me know that I should keep making content for the same game or just whatever it is. So appreciate the like if you guys feel like I deserve it. Otherwise, well, I'll just keep doing me and that'll be it. All right. We've got this gentleman here. Are we just out of customers or nearing the end of the day? Nope, we're not out. We're not at the end of the day yet. So she's got Superstar Bloodbath on reserve. So there's that for you. We've got some movies that have been returned. So we're going to take care of that. And I think the big challenge here is making sure that your shelves stay stocked or refilled. I think that's the biggest challenge because the rush just keeps coming here. Whereas before, when I worked in the video store, you would at least have lulls. Don't get me wrong. There was times when it would just pile up. It would definitely pile up. And couldn't do anything about it. What do you want? I'm feeling super nostalgic today. Could you recommend an old movie to watch? Science fiction. Well, I don't know that I have one. Let's go back here and see what we got. We have science fiction and old is what he would prefer. Well, this one's not old, but it is science fiction. So there you go. Well, you don't want it? Then fine. Then I won't give it to you. Tough crap, go home. It is the Shady Dealer Day, so we've got that going on in the back. So we need to grab a cup here. Put a squirt. 2 squirts. I don't know how many squirts I'm supposed to put in there. But we're going to just do 2 squirts for now. Yep, that's right. Couple squirts. No harm, no foul. We've got to go see our shady drug dealer. I mean, movie dealer, not drugs. Oh, man. The slushies, I don't know if the slushy repair was necessarily worth it. We've only sold 2 slushies. Doesn't really kind of fly off the shelf the way I was hoping it would, and bringing us in a whole bunch of extra money. But I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to how much the slushy actually costs. So whatever. Maybe she'll order one. We can actually take a look at how much a slushy generates us in money. And nope, she does not want one either. All right. All right. It's been a pretty good day thus far. Let's go check out our shady dealer in the back here. What has he got? Yeah, he's got ourselves some, I don't know that we need any more dramas. I do want to take that. Bad critic. What does the bad critic really even do? Does it impact us in any way? Someone still rents the movie, right? So, I mean, we should obviously get ones with our good critic, but I'm going to have him kick rocks on the rest of those. I don't think that we need the rest of them. So, I'm going to close this up. I'm going to take some more of these movies that we've got here. This is one of our adult films. It is called My Music, Her Desire. And then Officer, Let My Performer Go. Oh, man. Good times. And we got another science fiction. I feel like I want a whole shelf for science fiction. I'm going to throw that on the floor for now. Because I want a specific spot for science fiction. Because that is how it should go. I want to buy another shelf, but what size? We have $197. I don't really like the tall one. I kind of want to go with this $125 one that's just wider. So we're going to buy that. And we're going to take it. And we're going to set this bad boy up. And I think we're going to put it right here. I don't know that it should be the one for science fiction. It probably needs to hold our horror movies because we have so many horror movies. And we could probably make this science fiction up front so it's like visible, maybe. I don't know. I'm really just winging this to the nth degree. Yeah, we need to return these movies and then stock up the rest of our shelves. It's 5 across the top, so we're gonna save that for our new release that's currently happening. And take all of this away here. This should give us enough space to have either a mixed shelf for more drama, or I don't know. I'm still not entirely sure how I want to do this. That's going to be where kind of our new releases are going to sit. We've got some drama there. We've got a whole bunch of movies on the floor, which is pretty common for us at this point. So we should fill up the rest of our drama shelf here. More horror, which there's a slot for that. And I kind of want to make that. Let's make this. I don't know. Damn it. I'm super picky about this, probably for no reason at all. And we're just going to kind of mix this up like so. Horror, and maybe some more dramas. I'm not We have a ridiculous amount of horror movies. And that's probably because I wasn't fully paying attention when I bought all the movies that I bought us. So this might just be horror, and put that drama there. Horror. So far, that's the path we're going. I still have all this spot right here for drama. And I do think we have enough to fill 2 drama shelves. So yeah, I'm kind of just going to leave that as it is for now. And we have a spot for science fiction. We should buy some more science fiction so we can actually fill up the shelf. So if we go to market, is there any... It's just... Oh, free. Okay, that actually works out pretty well. So we got ourselves a whole bunch of free science fiction movies that we can add to our shelves. That actually is very solid. Didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, we can add all those to the shelves. Sweet. We still are low on shelf space. So there's that. Let's close up the shop and see how we did. So $218.50. Not a bad day. Concession sold $6.50. Was the slushy machine worth it? Debatable. Debatable, to say the least. And we did not level up to level 4 yet. That's unfortunate. And it is a special event. The Harvest Festival. And I'm not entirely sure what that's going to mean for anything. But I'll tell you this much. We're going to save that for our next episode. So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed the story time today. We'll talk more about some of the wild times at Hollywood Video in our next episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for joining.